At AgriGold, we're creating new hybrids every year, and for this growing season, we've got some giants. What makes a hybrid a giant? Averaging more than 6 bushels over all competitors, winning 67% or more of the time, and going head-to-head in over 1,000 comparisons in their maturity. That's strict criteria for a new hybrid. AgriGold keeps producing top-quality hybrids like the giants year after year, and it's all thanks to unsurpassed genetics. We take germplasm from 4 continents. Our germplasm pool is developed and evaluated by 14 corn breeding programs across the Corn Belt, and dihaploid breeding brings you these new hybrids faster. Genetics are the key to giant performance. A6309 is AgriGold's 103-day giant, and this is its story. From planting to harvest, A6309 has a story fit for a giant. Here to tell A6309's story are the people who know it best, AgriGold agronomists.
Basically starting from early on, it's one that pops right up out of the ground. In plots and fields I've walked this year, great early season vigor and emergence. It comes up, it's a great color. It's usually 1 or 2 leaf stages ahead of either something in our lineup or another competitor. So one that actually not only catches my eye, but a grower's eye as well.
Another characteristic is a very fast nodal root development. You can see these nodal roots are really getting off to a good start, and this corn is really going to take off here with this heat that we're having. 6309 is a family F corn, or hybrid in our classification. So it's more of a semi-flexible ear, so it will respond to some higher populations. And I would recommend planting anywhere from 32 to 36,000, dependent on your soil type and your yield history.
A6309 offers wide adaptability across the Corn Belt. While it does well as a full season hybrid in northern territories, it also works well as an early season corn as we bring it south.
Basically want to see it in really any kind of situation that you have for it. It did really well in some stress plots and sandy fields, did really well in heavier soil types.
As far as nitrogen timing goes, this hybrid is pretty flexible on when you want to apply your nitrogen, but if you can split apply your nitrogen, putting half up front and side dressing, I think you'll get a response out of that.
A6309 is a strong performer early in the season and stays strong throughout the season.
When we get to the mid-season, it's got extremely great mid-season vigor with very erect leaf type, allowing it to capture more sunlight than some of the more droopier type leaves, allowing it to produce more sugars to feed that rapid growth and the developing ear.
Looking out there at mid-season, we've had some disease pressure in certain areas. 6309 has performed quite well with their disease tolerance, especially our northern territories. However, we may be recommending a fungicide in certain rotations, especially corn on corn. Our stalk diameter down the row is very consistent. We got very good stalk diameter, and if we want to push our populations in that 36,000 population range, it's got the agronomics to do that and stalk diameter to hold the plant up.
To get vital nutrients where they need to go, the stalk of A6309 is paired with a strong, healthy root system.
One of the things that we really like mid-season as well is just the look at the standability. It has very good stalks, very good roots with it. As we look here, you can see the roots on 6309 really produce that giant root mass that we're looking for. They go straight down into the ground, really anchor that plant and serve as a way to transfer nutrients up into the growing ear.
Right here we're in the blister stage of development for 6309. It gives us a very consistent ear style, typically 18 to 20 kernel rows around with very good length.
Harvest is when you really want to see results. And thanks in part to A6309's overall agronomic package and excellent dry down, you will.
The first thing you notice when you walk in here is it's good agronomics, it's good standability, and we can attribute a lot of that to a strong stalk late in the season. We've got a really thick rind here on 6309, which is what gives the stalk its strength. Pith tissue is also looking very good, which is important for translocation of water and nutrients as we're filling that ear late in the season.
Obviously plant health here is above average. We got pretty good stay green, but when you get into areas of high disease pressure like gray leaf spot and anthracnose, a fungicide application may be warranted to maximize yield. especially as we bring in early corn south out of this area of adaptation.
6309 is a family F, meaning it has an iodine background and also has those characteristics of good test weight and good dry down, which this hybrid definitely shows.
What I like about the corn is it really got out of the ground well this year. The stand is there. Every ear basically has the same size to it. When you look down the row, very uniform in nature, and that's where we're really going to get a lot of yield from.
So when we talk about 6309, we've got good stalk quality, high test weight, good grain dry down, and excellent yield potential, which is why 6309 is a giant in our lineup at 103-day relative maturity.
At AgriGold, we're very proud of our giant lineup, and we'll continue to bring hybrids like A6309 to you. With the 4th largest breeding program in the world and dihaploid breeding, we're not only bringing you the best new and unique hybrids, we're getting them to you faster. And like all of our products, our giants are protected by the best traits and seed treatments available. Backed by the knowledge of our corn specialists and agronomists, AgriGold can help you maximize your yields for giant results.
Again, a great producer for us in the last couple of years that we've seen it. Farmers are really starting to ask for it, and they do recognize that it has been one of the top producers, not only in our plots, but also in third-party plots as well. So certainly looking forward to it being more of a mainstay on every farm that plants AgriGold.
The new AgriGold Giants. Find more information, including up-to-date local yield results, at agrigold.com.